Ever wondered why some popular holiday destinations might not live up to the hype? Well, my friends, we're here to tell you that not all that glitters is gold. Today we're setting our sights on Europe, the land of ancient history, vibrant cultures, and oh-so-delicious food. But amidst all its glory, there are some destinations that might just be a tad overrated. We're talking overcrowded hotspots, sky-high prices, and experiences that don't quite hit the mark. So buckle up, we're about to take a whirlwind tour of Europe's most overrated holiday spots. First stop, Barcelona, Spain's vibrant city that might just be too vibrant for its own good. Picture this. You're weaving through a sea of tourists, jostling for space on the sun-drenched Ramblas. Barcelona's popularity, while well-deserved, has its downsides. The city often sways under the weight of the tourist throngs, especially during the peak seasons, which can sometimes detract from the enchanting experience you'd hope for. And let's talk about the prices. The prices. Dining in Barcelona can feel like you're funding a small country, and don't even get me started on the cost of accommodation and attractions. Compared to other Spanish cities, Barcelona's prices soar higher than the spires of Sagrada Familia. So, while Barcelona's charm is undeniable, the tourist hordes and steep prices might just dull its shine. Maybe it's time to seek out Spain's lesser-known gems and skip the overrated hustle and bustle of Barcelona? Next we sail to Amsterdam, where the queues might be longer than the canals. Amsterdam. Land of tulips, windmills, and endless waiting lines. Yes, you heard it right. The city's most popular attractions, like the Anne Frank House and Van Gogh Museum, are often crowded with tourists, leading to long waits that could leave you more familiar with the back of someone's head than with the Dutch masterpieces. And let's not forget about the cost of living in this city. Amsterdam, with its picturesque canals and charming architecture, can be a pricey destination. Accommodation and dining, especially in the city center, may leave your wallet feeling considerably lighter. So if you're planning a trip, be prepared for some hefty bills. While Amsterdam's beauty and culture are undeniable, the overcrowded attractions and steep prices may dampen the experience. Amsterdam, a city where you might end up spending more time in queues and less time enjoying the Dutch charm. Moving on to Venice, the city of canals where the waterways might seem less crowded than the streets. Venice, a city that has become a synonym for romantic gondola rides and breathtaking architecture. However, the reality of this Italian gem is a bit different from the dreamy picture painted by popular culture. Venice has been grappling with the issue of over-tourism for years now. The city's narrow streets and canals often get jam-packed with tourists, making it hard to soak up the beauty of the place. And let's not even get started on the queues for attractions like St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace. And then, there's the cost. Venice is notorious for its high prices. From accommodations that can make your wallet weep to dining that might cost you an arm and a leg, Venice leaves no stone unturned to give your finances a good shake. Venice, a city where the price of a gondola ride might just make you feel more seasick than the ride itself. Now let's fly to Santorini, where the sunsets might be breathtaking, but so are the prices. Santorini, a gem of the Aegean Sea, is renowned for its whitewashed buildings with blue domes, cascading down the cliffs like a waterfall of color. But with popularity comes the crowds. Picture this, the narrow lanes, once tranquil, are now bustling with tourists, their chatter drowning out the soft whispers of the sea breeze. And then, there are the prices. Santorini's reputation as a luxury destination means that everything comes with a hefty price tag. Dining in a cliffside restaurant with panoramic views of the caldera? You might need to dig deep into your pockets for that. Want to stay in one of those charming cave houses? Well, they don't come cheap, especially during the summer months. So, while Santorini might be a postcard-perfect destination, it's worth remembering that the crowds and high prices can sometimes overshadow its natural allure. Santorini, an island where the crowds and prices can eclipse the beauty of its famed sunsets. Next we're off to Dubrovnik, a city that's as packed with tourists as it is with history. This Croatian gem, with its gleaming marble streets and Baroque buildings, is a spectacle that often feels more like a film set than a real city. But here's the catch. The Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is often so crammed with cruise ship passengers and day trippers that you might find yourself jostling for space more often than you'd like. The city's popularity has also driven up prices, particularly within the city walls. Imagine savoring a meal at a quaint local restaurant only to find that the bill might make you choke on your truffle pasta. Accommodation isn't any cheaper either, especially during the peak tourist season. So if you're dreaming of a peaceful, affordable holiday, this might not be your ideal destination. Dubrovnik, where the city walls might feel more like barriers to a peaceful holiday. Now let's jet off to Paris, where the city of love might just leave your wallet feeling a little unloved. Ah, Paris, a city that dazzles with its iconic landmarks and enchanting streets. It's one of the most visited cities in the world, and with such popularity comes a sea of crowds. The city's charm often gets eclipsed by long lines at popular sites like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. The Mona Lisa might give you a polite smile, but only if you can elbow your way to the front of the pack. And then there's the cost. Paris is notorious for its high prices. Whether it's a night at a chic hotel, a meal at a quintessential Parisian cafe, or a ticket to an enchanting cabaret show, you'll likely be paying a premium. It's a city that can make your wallet feel as light as a feather, but not in a good way. Paris, a city where the price of a croissant might just leave you with a bitter taste. Next, we fly to Ibiza, where the party never stops, even if your wallet wants it to. Known for its pulsating nightlife, Ibiza is a haven for partygoers. But this vibrant island might be a bit too much if you're seeking a tranquil retreat. The music beats on, the lights dazzle, and the energy never fades, but neither does the noise. For those seeking calm and serenity, this can feel like you're trapped in a never-ending music festival. And then there's the price tag. Ibiza's reputation as a party hotspot comes with a hefty cost. Accommodation, dining, and those exclusive club entry fees. Everything here dances to the tune of high prices. You might find yourself paying through the nose for a simple dinner or a night out. So unless you're a dedicated party animal with a sizable bank balance, Ibiza might leave you feeling a bit out of sync. Ibiza, an island where the only thing that's more relentless than the party is the bill. Now let's head to Prague, where the city's charm might be overshadowed by tourist traps. This city, known for its rich history and stunning architecture, unfortunately, often falls prey to the pitfalls of its own popularity. Its historic center, a labyrinth of cobblestone streets and grand squares, is often filled to the brim with tourists. This can make for a less than tranquil exploration of the city's medieval past. Not only that, but the city center is riddled with tourist traps. Yes, you heard it right. From overpriced restaurants serving less than authentic Czech cuisine to shops peddling low-quality souvenirs, it can be a challenge to navigate the city without falling into these snares. And let's not even get started on the summer months, when the crowds swell to their peak. So, while Prague's beauty is undeniable, the experience can sometimes feel more like a bustling marketplace than a serene historical journey. Prague, a city where the historic center might feel less like a step back in time and more like a step into a tourist trap. Next, we sail to Mykonos, where the party scene might drown out the island's natural beauty. Ah, Mykonos, the Greek island renowned for its vibrant nightlife. While the pulsating beats and energetic crowds can be a thrill for party lovers, those seeking a tranquil escape or a deep dive into Greek culture might find the island's reputation for revelry a bit overwhelming. And when the sun rises, don't expect your wallet to get any respite. Much like the never-ending parties, the cost of living it up in Mykonos can be relentless. Accommodation and dining on the island carry a hefty price tag, particularly during the peak summer season. Even a simple Greek salad might set you back more than you'd expect. So, if your idea of a holiday isn't dancing until dawn or shelling out for every little luxury, maybe it's time to set sail for quieter shores. Mykonos, an island where the noise from the clubs might just drown out the sound of the waves. Finally, we arrive in Rome, where the city's historic charm might be lost in the crowd. The Eternal City, a treasure trove of history and culture at every corner, often finds itself swarmed by a sea of tourists. Rome's famous landmarks, like the Colosseum and Vatican City, are as crowded as the Roman Forum in its heyday. The experience of standing where gladiators once fought or marveling at the Sistine Chapel might be marred by the throng of selfie sticks and tour groups. And let's talk about the cost. Dining in Rome can feel like you're funding your own Roman Empire, especially in the tourist areas near major attractions. The price tags attached to a plate of pasta or a scoop of gelato might make your wallet feel lighter than a feather in the Roman breeze. Rome, a city where the lines at the Colosseum might be more daunting than the gladiators themselves. So, there you have it, our rundown of Europe's most overrated holiday destinations. From the crowded streets of Barcelona to the overpriced dining in Rome, these popular spots may be a letdown if you're after a more authentic experience. And let's not forget about the party islands of Ibiza and Mykonos, which might be too much for those seeking tranquility. While these places are undoubtedly beautiful, they might not always offer the best value for your holiday. So, next time you plan a trip, why not consider some lesser-known destinations?